What's going on, guys? Shout out to all my fitness YouTube friends. You guys are awesome. Let's keep it up. Let's keep grinding. This is super fun. I love supporting each other. It's a lot of fun. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing. I have in my hand a post-it note, and on here I list things that I want to make a video about. And this is a great idea if you're a YouTuber, a fitness YouTuber, anybody out there who's just trying to like have content to come out with. Because sometimes after you make a few videos, you're like, if you have like a new idea pops in your head and you're like, that would be an awesome video like I'm about to share with you guys today, then write it on a post-it note and then just refer to it later. So what I want to talk about today, guys, is gains and the truth about gains. And I'm not saying like I'm a big guy. I'm pretty small for a lot of people who are just going to naturally be like, oh, who are you? You're a small little scrub. And like, I get it. I'm not big, right? But I'm fit and I'm symmetrical, so to speak, and I'm not bragging. Also, I've spoken with people who are much, much older than me, much, much more experienced than me, world record holder powerlifters, both male and female. I have a personal friend who's a world record holder powerlifter. I mean, I have some backbone in what I'm saying, and I believe in what I'm saying. So if you're interested, listen up. If not, click off this video. The truth about gains. I was always super skinny. If you watch my transformational video, I'll link it here, then you're gonna see, wow, you were really scrawny. Pretty common story, right? Right. And I'm super hyped about this because it wasn't until 2.5 years ago that I actually realized, wow, that's actually how you make real gains. Okay, I wasn't doing it right. I was wasting a lot of effort when I could have been making progress a little sooner. So number one is, guys, yeah, obviously genetics, but the one biggest thing is nutrients. Nutrients. What I mean by that, you gotta eat real nutrients. You can eat a lot of food, but if it's junk, it won't matter. It's not gonna give you gains. You might get fluffy and fatter and fuller and have a great pump, but then why do I look flat again 4 days later or whatever? Because you're eating crud. You literally, and it's building up crud in your body. You gotta make sure that you're eating a lot of high nutrient dense foods, right? I'm trying to get in this frame so it looks right. Man, okay, how's this? Good? Okay, I'll try this. Man, nutrients, guys. The one thing that made the biggest difference for me is when I started not just eating more, but doing what's called a super shake. Shout out to Nate Green. He wrote like a couple ebooks, and he was, somehow I got on one of his mailing lists back in the day, and he came out with this program. It was like Scrawny to Brawny or something like that, and I was interested because you're always looking to make gains, right? So in college especially. So shout out to him for credit for the super shake, right? So what you do is you're lifting heavy, you're doing a lot of your compound lifts, you're doing a lot of mass building exercises, things like that. You go in and you're like, what do I eat? What do I do? I don't have time to make 500 pounds of chicken breast every week. Every night before bed, you make what's called a super shake. So you can even get like that naked juice, but it's pretty high in sugar. But anyway, the cheapest way is get yourself like a Magic Bullet or a NutriBullet. Make the investment, guys. It's only like 80 bucks at Target. A little blender. I got myself like the Ninja it's the same thing pretty much as a NutriBullet. It's a little more powerful though. So check out one of those blenders. What you do is you put in like a full cup. And when people make these green smoothies, they're putting in like a little toss, like a little handful, little lofty little handful of spinach in there. No, man, you gotta be like digging in that bag, grab a fistful with a closed fist, shove it in the cup, then another fistful, shove it in the cup. The nutrients have to be up, guys. You have to get them all the way up with the nutrients, because if to get those spinach in there, get those greens in there. Also, if you mix kale in there, get the stalks out before you blend it, because the stalks never really blend and they're kind of gross. So I stick with baby spinach. It's very mild in flavor as well. If you absolutely hate greens, then you can always put in a little pineapple juice to mute the flavor of the greens. That's another tip I learned from my buddy John. Number two, you want to put in some kind of vegan protein, because when you mix dairy protein with greens, it kind of cancels out the benefits of the greens, and all those nutrients in the greens and minerals and everything like that can be, the absorption or whatever can be affected. And I learned that from a registered dietitian. She told me that. So I'm not just saying this because it's opinion, I'm saying it because real people who are really certified. But again, take this all with a grain of salt. Is that a pun? Probably not. What you do is you take a handful of mixed nuts. So you'll do is like a scoop of vegan protein in there with the shake. They released, I think Nate Green said to do casein protein, which is milk protein, and that works fine. But again, that is really hard on your body and hard to digest, and I can't do dairy, so do the vegan protein. It's easy to find. You can get brown rice protein, you can get pea protein, all that stuff's really good, digests pretty well, depending on the person, but it's easier to digest than dairy for sure. Now, liquid, you can use the healthy fats of use a coconut milk. You can get organic coconut milk pretty cheap. You can get it either in a can or in like whatever you call those pint crates or whatever. A cup of coconut milk, like 2 cups, like hardcore handfuls of spinach in there. Greens, get the greens in there. That's the key right here, guys. You want this basically to be like a gigantic dark green salad in a cup, so you can just inhale it, not literally drink it. So that's there. So take a handful of mixed nuts and then the super shake before bed every single night, and that will give you guys gains. And I'm telling you, it works. If you combine that with hardcore lifting, if you combine that with a healthy, balanced diet in the daytime, and I say balanced because that almost guarantees you're gonna have to adjust something and get more vegetables, more produce in your diet, more fruit, stuff like that. It is so important, guys. I can't stress it enough. The super shake was the key though, guys. When I started doing that, I started putting on some consistent weight because my body had nutrients to work with. The muscles repairing themselves had nutrients to work with, and not just protein. There's other nutrients, okay? So there's things that your body needs to really get a good protein synthesis going, and the rebuild is so much more effective when your body has a bunch of tools in the toolbox. So fill up the toolbox and enjoy the journey. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe this. I almost said like and subscribe this video. Don't forget to like this video, and I thank so much because it helps my channel grow. Still a new channel, still growing, and I want to get it up there so I can affect more people and help more people. Share this video on Facebook if you want. The super shake works. The last thing is patience, guys. So absolutely, patience is huge. I didn't really start putting on any, I don't know how to explain it, like gains, I guess, until I was over 20, 21. Sometimes that's just genetics. You just gotta wait. If you're a late bloomer like I was, then you're just gonna have to wait to put on weight, and that's just kind of what happens. You can do it, but there is like a certain line of grown kind of weight that comes as you grow, and it just comes over time and over time and over time. A mature type of weight that kind of just stays with you, if you will, and it's something that doesn't come until you're a little older. And you might be able to make gains up until that point as well, but you'll see what I mean when you hit that certain age point. You'll be like, wow, I'm putting on like more weight, and it's like staying more consistently. So you'll see what I mean. And that's not just the metabolism slowing down, it's also to do with like the hormones, and there's a certain peak physiological state that your body can be in. So at that point, gains really are more consistent. So just stay patient, guys. Keep working hard, keep grinding. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and thanks again. Peace.